For as long as she could remember, Sanaa had lived for others. First, she was the obedient daughter, always putting her family's wishes before her own. Then she became the devoted wife, molding herself into the perfect partner for her husband. When she had children, she surrendered completely to motherhood, ensuring that every moment of her life revolved around their needs. She had no complaints. Or at least, she told herself she didn't. Years passed in this routine of silent sacrifice. But as her children grew older and more independent, Sanaa began to feel something strange, an emptiness, a restlessness that she couldn't ignore. It was as if she had given away pieces of herself to so many people that nothing remained for her. One evening, as she sat by the window watching the sun dip below the horizon, a thought struck her with startling clarity. Who am I? She had spent years defining herself by the roles others had given her. But beyond those roles, beyond the expectations and responsibilities, did she even exist? That night, she couldn't sleep. Memories from her younger days surfaced. Her love for painting, the way music had once stirred her soul, the dream of opening her own boutique that she had abandoned after marriage. She had buried her dreams so deep that even she had forgotten them. But now, they refused to be ignored. The next morning, for the first time in years, Sanaa made a decision that was solely for herself. She enrolled in a fashion design course at a local institute. When she shared the news at home, her husband barely looked up from his phone. Fashion design. At this age, he chuckled. Her mother-in-law frowned. You have a home to look after. What will people say? Even her children seemed puzzled. Mom, why do you need to study now? But Sanaa simply smiled and replied, because I want to. It was a small sentence, but it carried years of unspoken dreams and a newfound determination. At first, it wasn't easy. She struggled to balance her household responsibilities with her classes. There were days she felt guilty for focusing on herself. But as she stitched fabric, played with colors, and created designs, she felt something awaken inside her, joy. Slowly, she built her confidence. She started a small online business, sharing her designs on social media. Orders trickled in, then grew. Before long, she had a steady stream of customers, and people started recognizing her work. One day, she stood in front of the mirror and saw a different woman staring back at her. This woman had a spark in her eyes, a confidence in her stance. She wasn't just someone's daughter, wife, or mother anymore. She was Sanaa, a woman who had dared to reclaim her life. Her husband still didn't understand. Some relatives whispered behind her back. But none of it mattered anymore. Because for the first time, she was living for herself. And when a woman decides to live on her own terms, nothing can stop her.